Hello and welcome to Roll to One. I'm Jaden Arnold, and we're having an awful time in Barovia. It's just a horrible place to be, but here in real life, it's great. We're having a great time because you liked, you subscribed, and you left a comment, which makes the algorithm love me as much as I love you. So without further ado, let's get to tonight's episode of The Crow's Curtain Call. The town awoke at the sound of the wagon's destruction and, like a mob, swarmed the scene. Duncan and Shiv left the rest of the group at the church while they ran to where their friend once was. When they arrived, Isek removed them from the scene, but not before Duncan had seen the scarred shadow of Strahd and no signs of Thomas. The two were assumed to be dead. Still, Duncan inferred that Rahadin must have survived the blast. Then they headed back to the Blue Water Inn and mourned. Vasilka seemed to take Thomas's absence the hardest of all. In the morning, Frizz Cuckoo, our feathered friend, arrived back at the inn. A new party was formed as Frizz became aware that he is now trapped in Barovia. Together, they recognized their aims and made way for Kresk. Before leaving the area, the party stopped by Casimir Velikov and discussed the Amber Temple. Casimir revealed himself to be secretly leading the Dusk Elves from under the nose of Luvash. The Dusk Elves are an enemy of Strahd, as he murdered all their women. That's something we learned. The rest of their journey was simple, though. The party, along the way, nothing bothered them. It would seem that Thomas's deal that he had made with Strahd was effective, or Strahd really did die. Arriving at Kresk, the party was not recognized with some new guards on rotation. Inside Kresk, the party informed the Mardikovs of what was happening. Hearing them out, the Mardikovs realized they had made a mistake in moving to Kresk and requested that the party pay off their mortgage. The party did, but while they did, Shiv was added to the Keepers of the Feather and became a twisted version of a were-raven. Now a member, Shiv was handed a letter to give to Morgantha, his first assignment. What do we do, guys? We are just stepping outside in Kresk and are now looking around at the snow-covered streets. And the day is gonna have to change color, and we are in the middle of the Barovian day. The cloud cover is I believe so. Isn't, or is it the evening? I don't
it's
quite.
Like 5 o'clock.
Yeah, it's like the sun is going to go down. I mean, the lighting is going to go away soon. All sort of dim light will be gone on the horizon in about 2.5 hours. So as we step outside of the Mardikov's house, you are free to do at Kresk what you would like to do.
Well, Shiv's going to need to take a short rest.
Okay.
Because didn't work a lot of times. Still at 11 health.
Okay.
Oh, yes. That makes sense. From getting pecked to death.
Yes, from being being obliterated with the potential of having lycanthropy.
If not, we would have had to come back tomorrow.
That's right.
Yeah.
I feel like let's try this in the morning.
Yeah, I'm fine to short rest.
Yeah.
Let's short rest.
Anything you want to do while
Oh, I guess that's
Shiv
true.
sits there
Well, you know what? Actually, I think Duncan
and meditates on being a raven?
might go. Is there like a center of knowledge in this town? Library or...
You may be able to check to see what is in the Abbey of St. Markovia, which is above on the large cliff face in this town.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to go and find out something like that. Otherwise, your options are back in Vallaki. I think you might check. Burgomaster's house might have some books. People of nobility, so Lady Wachter might have some books. I mean, you know she has books, but what kind of books?
Right.
I mean, she's dead, so she might be the quickest way to, I mean, depending on how you're able to get past the Wachter brothers. That might be your fastest bet to some books. But then again, there's... At least in this context, you're better talking to a wiser person than finding books. But you're more than welcome to try.
Duncan's going to go check in on the residents of the Abbey to see how they're doing. The orchestra.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I guess Frizz will go with him.
All
Frizz,
right.
Frizz has nothing to rest.
Let's go to Kresk, the Abbey of St. Markovia. I will pull it up. I'm recognizing very quickly that as the weather gets colder in Barovia, this night will be basically freezing over all sort of fire that is on the exterior of the place. You kind of, as you're walking up the hill, Duncan, notice along the horizon you see the mountain that is at its tallest peak, and the wind, you almost see it shine against the moonlight and kind of blow over into the area, and you recognize that there will be a light snow across all of Barovia tonight. And as you wake up in the morning, you'll see snow cover, right? So that's something that you're noticing from your vantage point as you climb up into the abbey.
Will something like that affect our travel?
Yes, it will make your travel slower,
Okay.
but it will also make your footsteps silent.
That's a good point. Okay.
So that's just something to keep in mind. So, of course, as you climb up, you get to the abbey entrance. You go past the main front gates, and you see that there are two individuals that are guarding this front gate. They're wearing kind of piecemeal armor pieces, and they're carrying spears, but you recognize them as just members of the orchestra. And they kind of wave to you, and you go on through. Is there anywhere or anyone in particular that you're looking to make an encounter with?
Oh, what's that?
Memory check.
Yeah. Let's try and see. Who was that guy? That
Crabman.
the crab man that we almost killed.
Right. So he would have been. I won't give you his name because that's not fair.
I think Shiv ate half of him.
Well, you ate the baby head.
Just the baby half.
Just the baby head.
So he would have been the first chair violinist. He's also on the sheet if you'd like to check that
Cletus?
as well.
Crod?
On my
Clive?
cheat sheet.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Starts with a C.
Starts with a C.
It
I'm
does.
pretty sure it does.
It does start with a C.
Well, while I'm doing that, Frizz, what are you thinking?
Definitely Cletus.
Frizz is just. Are there books? Do I see books?
Oh, are you going with him?
Yeah, I'm with him.
Go ahead and give me a perception check to walk around the halls.
$15.
Okay.
Duncan is just lost in his thoughts.
Right. His name is Cloven, by the way.
Cloven.
I just wanted to make you squirm. His name is Cloven Bellevue, of the Bellevue Orchestra. As one of his founding members, he's the first chair violinist and is a very accomplished dwarf. Anyway, you, Frizz, look around and see that there's many rooms. There's kind of the courtyard area as you step in through the main area. You see there's a main hall on your right. There's a foyer, some sort of a wine cellar, lofts. There's a barracks outside as you're kind of looking at the windows. There's a hospital, an operating room, a nursery, and a morgue. But there's not a place of books. Yeah, it is an abbey, right? So
Right.
it's a place of healing and a place of worship.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I go and I look for Cloven.
So you're kind of wandering around. You see
I'll go with him.
you guys are not alone, and people are having conversations amongst themselves that's just kind of like, oh yeah, I recognize him, that's Duncan, like all these people are having these conversations, but then they're like, who's that guy?
that one guy?
Are we sick? Like, what's going on? Like, because every time they see this mask, it's like
right.
this is an abbey, right? So it's like
Right.
you to come here with that mask on, especially as an alchemist, like it's you're wearing it on the outside, right? Like you're covered in
Yes. Yep.
potions and things like that. So people are making, just you hear in passing, they're making note of your particular garb. Duncan, you do find Cloven. After a while, you ask a few orchestra members, and they lead you to Cloven Bellevue, who is sitting with his reading glasses on, kind of at the table, looking at the music for the upcoming show, still unaware of what actually happened in Vallaki as of late. So,
All right. So I go, "Oi, Cloven, is that you?"
hello. Yes. So, Duncan, right?
Ah, yeah.
All right. So I was just wondering, are we going to go soon, or is this just a friendly visit?
Here's the thing. A lot's happened since we left. A lot's happened. I'm I'm afraid the orchestra might not be playing.
The orchestra's not playing.
No.
Oh,
I think the I don't know if there's even going to be a show anymore. You see, the man in charge of the show, we murdered him. Let me. That sounds really bad.
he makes a face of just like, what?
He was a devil. He was a literal devil from hell, and so we had to murder him, unfortunately. So it's a good thing that we did.
Carefully, you'll be a devil too.
Okay, so what makes we're rationing food as it is there? Okay,
It turns out we also lost one of our companions along the way.
I see.
You remember Thomas? He was the lad in the green vest or green.
Yes, of course
Yeah.
we know Thomas. Yes.
Yeah.
Not anymore, you don't.
I'm sorry to say he's no longer with us.
Oh. Okay. Thank you for coming back to tell us. It must have been quite the treacherous walk for you to get back to here.
Aye, we had some business to attend to in the town, so I just wanted to check in on you, let you know what was happening.
Sure.
Is there anything you guys need?
Well, we are in need of wine and food. We realized very quickly on that the food that we were eating were... So I found up in the golem making space some sort of a grinder and a bucket nearby, and the soup bowl was...
Are you saying that's how you guys got your food? With the Abbey?
We have had little chance to make use of other options, and we've been hungry.
I see.
I have not told them, so I would appreciate your discretion. But yes,
I see. It's not exactly like you can go for a nice easy hunt in the forest. for some
no,
game.
we cannot.
No.
Mm.
Well, how do other towns get food around here? If do you not have livestock? Do you not have?
Well, you see that the people, it's kind of every man, woman for themselves.
Things are that bad still.
I mean, it's been that bad since as long as I can remember. So
Well, I'll see. I don't know if I can make any promises, but I'll see what I can do. Get you guys some food.
I am sure that regardless, we'll make it. It's just a matter of how many of us and then how well, it's
Do you guys have access to trade? Could you buy food?
we're orchestra members, and I mean, I guess merriment is not something that the Kreskian people are interested in right now. It's more of a wine place, and they're running low again.
Well,
Seems
that would make sense, as the local Wizard of Vines has not exactly been in operation lately.
they have not. I have not heard this.
No, there's been a bit of a infestation of druids.
This is not good.
No, it's not.
Well, I have a lot to think about, as do we all. I appreciate you bringing me this information. I cannot give you anything in return, other than my thanks.
As long as you're good.
Good we are not, but alive we are.
Well, as long as you're alive.
Alive we are, good we're not.
And he just kind of like twitches his shoulder and moves on. So, as you're walking through Frizz, you do kind of enter these rooms, right? You enter this operating room, you enter you enter this nursery, you enter this morgue. And you're no stranger to death because, lots of people come looking for alchemical ways to solve their ailments. Most of the time you hand them a placebo and send them on their way. There's not a real good medicinal way of telling someone they're going to die.
Yeah.
And so you see body parts, pieces, and things that are not seemly. And so I won't make you, because of your background, I will not make you roll on the madness tables that the other two would have been rolling on.
Okay.
So you are not immune to this madness, but you do take it and go, this is bad. So whoever was here before, you're unfamiliar, but whoever was here before was cutting up bodies and looking for pieces, and it seems that every woman is missing her limbs. Every man is missing their chest, their heart. Every child is missing their lungs. Like all of these weird things that just like what was being made. I mean, you have a homunculus, so like you understand like a little bit about golem craft.
Right.
But it is a very strange sight.
Mm-hmm.
But you do not find any books.
Okay. Do I find any medicine or supplies that Frizz would find useful?
You head into the wine cellar. Go ahead and give me a investigation check. You wearing your glasses have advantage.
Nice job.
Even better. 23.
23. You find a particular wine bottle that has no stopper and a label that reads Champagne de l'Estampe. It seems particularly interesting and out of place. I'm
Which
sure.
is French for champagne of the stamp.
Of the stomp.
The stomp. Do I smell anything? Can I smell it?
You grab it.
Yep.
You grab it. You look in, and it contains a rolled up piece of paper.
Ooh, I will take that paper out.
Okay. It is a spell scroll, a 6th level spell called Hero's Feast.
I can't cast that. But I will tuck it away from
You do not
later.
need to be a spellcaster
Oh.
to cast a scroll, I don't believe.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to have it. I mean, as long as you can cast a spell, you don't have to have the spell to cast it. You can just read the scroll.
Gotcha.
So
what
what
is the name of it?
Hero's Feast. Yeah. Bring forth a great feast, including magnificent food and drink. The feast takes 1 hour to consume and disappears at the end of that time, and the beneficial effects don't set in until this hour is over. 12 creatures can partake in the feast. Basically, you guys will cure all your diseases and poisons, become immune to poison and being frightened, and makes all wisdom saving throws with advantage. It is hit point maximum also increases by 2d10 and gains the same number of hit points. These benefits last for 24 hours.
Okay. Jeez. I'll pocket that for later.
Okay, roll it up, put it in your pocket. But that is the most interesting thing you find
Okay.
amongst your traveling from room to room.
Right, I guess Frizz will go back and try to find Duncan.
As you guys are attempting to reconvene, you see Shiv. Are you still in Wereraven form?
No.
So you are being yourself.
Also, I think I'm still at the Mardikovs, because where else am I going to go?
Sure.
That's true.
Sure. I mean, I don't know if they're going to let you stay.
I just paid off their house. What are they going to do?
I would like to roleplay that. So, can you please, we're trying to pack.
Of course. I'll just go over there.
Okay.
Shiv moves to the side of the room that doesn't have furniture on it. Sits down, cross-legged.
What are you thinking about while you're over there?
I'm assuming praying to Bright Nidra. And I'm flavoring that as the short rest, regaining hit points.
Okay, so
Nice.
you two reconvene together. Is there anything you say to one another?
Hey, did you find anything?
I found a scroll. A scroll with a spell.
Oh, what spell?
Hero's Feast.
5 seconds ago.
Hero's Feast.
Hero's Feast.
And then I explain what it does in most summary form.
Oh, wow.
Most summary form or Frizz summary form?
I'm not role playing. Just listing every single aspect of it.
Quick question. Does a scroll have a limited use?
Yeah, it's spent when it's used.
Oh.
That's also good to know.
Good come in handy.
Yeah. You could also feed these people.
I mean, you know, Frizz, that it feeds 12, and there's 99 members of this orchestra.
Gee whiz, that's a big
Frizz,
orchestra.
yes, Frizz. That's a big orchestra.
Well, it only feeds 12. So how would you choose?
I don't know, but these people have been eating body parts out of a meat grinder. But don't say that. Not all of them know that.
You guys are like walking down the hill,
Yeah.
coming down.
I don't see how it's beneficial to them. It would be more beneficial to us.
Well, it's your scroll. You found it, but I say we could feed those people for a night. At least a few of them. Relieve some of their suffering.
Frizz doesn't care about the orchestra.
I'm not telling you how you're supposed to feel.
No,
I
know.
just
Yeah. That's.
so
yeah.
you just don't respond to him.
Dang it, I wish
Yeah,
I
I'll
was in this
just-
conversation.
All right, so you guys head back to the Martikovs' house, and you're there, and what do you do? I mean, you're at the door.
Knock, knock, knock.
Okay, they
That's for me.
go to the door, or they don't, and you grab the door.
They're packing.
Sure, and
Gotta be thoughtful.
you're there.
Oh.
You're all three together again.
Shiv, you're still here.
Yes,
How was your
Okay.
rest?
I feel much better.
Good. How's what's it like? You know, when you turn, what's it feel like?
Oh, I thought you meant the Martikovs.
Oh no.
They're fine.
Yeah.
It's normal.
I disagree, but all right, we'll go with normal.
It's a bit different. But then again, everything always feels different.
Well, I suppose we should probably get packing here soon.
Where did you guys go?
We went to go check on the orchestra, see how they've been.
No, how are they doing?
Oh, they're starving to death.
Oh, okay.
Frizz found a scroll.
I did.
Okay.
I explained it to you.
Good scroll.
I explained it to you.
We could use that sometime.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
I'm just saying we could feed those people for a night, at
We
least
could
a
feed
few.
some of those people.
Some of them.
But there comes a time you can give a man a feast and feed him for a night. But if you teach a man to feast,
He becomes a fat lard. Like,
I don't.
what's the context? I know how to feast. What does that make me? Am I a feast disciple? Like, what's the context?
The wisdom of Shiv.
I worship Feastus Rice, I guess.
All right.
I was waiting for that one.
So good.
All right. So we
Also,
should.
very subliminal. Well done.
So we were all gonna go head back to.
So when- first of all, you have like stunned faces at that. She's gonna be like, if we don't give them some method of making their own profit and food, then it won't matter.
I tried
Did they have fields up there?
talking to them. They said they don't know how to do anything. So I don't know how to. I mean, they said the wine has dried up around here because of the bloody druids.
Unless you can make wine, it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. Well, I reckon that's what they have to drink around here instead of water.
True.
But there's no there's no crops. This is not a town that really grows its own livestock or
Not right now, they're not.
trades, and it's about to
Snows in the
snow.
air.
Exactly. So it's not looking good. So
They
my
didn't-
heart just bleeds for him.
Didn't they have all those body parts up there?
Yeah, but Shiv, not everyone can eat body parts like that. I mean, not human. Humans can't really eat their own body parts.
Can if you don't tell them.
They can, but that's no way to live. And you get shakes from that, man. It's not good for your body. It's just not good. Cannibalism is very frowned upon. I've told you this many times.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
Hi. All right.
Frisch is just kind of standing there, slightly horrified. Because he has no context entirely for this interaction besides what he saw.
So you keep saying.
So, and I turn to the Markovs.
Mm-hmm.
You go, how soon will you be ready to take off?
We're not worried. You've done your job. You've paid the mortgage. The house is yours.
They can make it back.
All right.
Like your friend now, we can fly. Like your friends, I guess. You're the only one who cannot.
I like
Shiv,
to keep it that
Shiv
way.
is going to pat you on the back and say, don't feel bad.
Get off me. All right. So and I'm just trying to remember from last week.
Mhm.
So we're trying to go to. We were going to attend to the Mardikovs and then follow the leader of the resistance, right, to the Amber Temple.
That was the thing that's going to happen. However,
Yeah.
I have a letter for Morgantha.
Oh, that's
From him.
right.
Oh.
Do you happen to, Shiv's going to say to, I forget what his name was, Markov.
Erwin.
Thank you.
Mhm.
It's always an I name.
Mr. Mardikov.
Yes. Do you happen to know where she might be?
She's been known for giving. She has been known for giving treats out to the people of Barovia from her windmill.
Oh, yes. That Morgantha.
Yes, she's a witch woman.
Right.
Her and her sister's grandma and mother, daughter, something. There's two others there.
Oh.
She always says something different when I'm there. I am under the impression that they are captives or something.
I have one more question for you. After this letter is delivered, what do you expect the response to be?
I expect her response to be understood. She knows to stay out of our way.
And we shall stay out of hers?
It is a situation that I'm not necessarily prepared to act upon. I believe that an enemy of an enemy is a friend in this case, and so Morgantha has become somewhat of an ally. Moving forward, I sent a scout ahead when you passed by initially. I had said Raven to tell you to not go. And if you took my messages loudly enough, then you did not enter the first time.
Well, we certainly didn't stay.
You did go. You have been to visit Morgantha.
Yes.
I had sent a raven to warn you to not go in.
It
Well,
didn't
we
tell
had
us.
at the time, we had a person with us who was very insistent on having more dream pastries.
That's what she is calling them now.
Yes.
She has called them many things. Dream pastry is new.
What are they really?
It's called rebranding.
They're meat pies, bone marrow, and strange mixtures. It's an alchemical situation that acknowledges the part of your brain that combines memory and desire.
You know anything about that?
I may have read something in a book.
Make a history check.
21. I sure hope I read it.
Yeah, no, for sure you did. Basically, a dream pastry, if you're understanding right, it is basically something that it permanently, if used improperly, there's a lot of different ways to make them. But basically, you can get someone addicted to the idea escaping within their own mind, right? Like sending them on a trip, but a type of trip that is based in memory, right? Like it sends them to their happiest place or what they imagine to be their happiest place, right? So you have this idea where if you eat these pastries, you will then be more inclined to want another one, right? So it's like it's an addiction, but it's a psychological addiction. Right, so you're leaning into that part of someone's mind. So if she's using these things, it's likely that they're being made one of 3 ways. Now this is where your alchemical intelligence is going to come in. So I need you to make a intelligence check plus your proficiency modifier for your alchemical tools. Basically, make an alchemist check. So just add your intelligence modifier plus your proficiency.
27.
27. Wow, you are an alchemist, so it makes sense. You would likely guess in this context, given all what you know about Barovia, that they are being made from the bones of children.
Ooh. That's gross.
I mean, you would know that if you were going to grind up the bones of children to create something, it would be for the purposes of it being addictive. Right?
Yeah.
You know that they have not the psychological like part of it is from something else.
Right.
It's something else that she's doing, whether it be using a particular fruit or a plant that's nearby. You're not too sure. There's lots of things that do that effect. However, the bones of children are what creates the addictive nature of it all.
Gotcha.
Trying to tell me the bones of children are addictive?
I'm trying to tell you that.
That's what Hollywood tells me.
Oh no.
I guess I'll explain all that to the two of them. Just that's a lot to explain.
Yeah.
They heard it.
So you guys are alerted of that.
Okay.
All I heard was bones of children.
And as the night
Yeah,
comes upon
you
us,
would.
it is nighttime.
All right. So, do we want to go south or back east?
What are we going back? What would we go back east for again?
Morgantha.
Morgantha.
Also, that is the direction of, I forget his name, the dark elf guy. Because that's the direction of Valak.
Casimir.
Casimir.
Nice job.
Well, I'd say we go back to.
Or do we want to go southeast to Argynvost Holt?
What is that on the map again?
Argynvost Holt would be
Q? I want to say.
I believe that's Q. That's you right there.
And there's like stuff in there. to find.
That is the House of the Dragon.
Oh,
To put a buzzer word on our
it's a
YouTube link.
it's a decent show.
The dead dragon that you had seen in the
Allegedly.
alleged dead dragon that you had seen in the Castle Ravenloft was believed to have once lived in the Argynvost Holt, the hold of Argynvost.
Well, I vote we stop by there on our way back, and then make a pit stop in Vallaki, and then get Morgantha, and then come back to start our journey to the Amber Temple with Casimir.
Fair enough.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so
It's
it
on
is
the-
nighttime.
On the way-ish.
What would you like to do with that? Do you want to travel amidst the night, or would you like to...
How night is it?
So the moment the
7.
horizon kind of, the last little bit of dim light goes away, it is pitch black outside.
So we're at that point.
It's almost instant, right? Like without any sun, it's dim and then it's dark, almost in the flip of a coin.
It's not like almost time.
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys were talking inside for roughly a half hour and the sun went down, so.
I see.
So
I see.
I don't know, because we're kind of on a time constraint with Strahd. We got 10 day-ish.
If he truly did die, you'd have about 10 days.
Yeah. But maybe he didn't die because he's honoring Thomas's
Again, that's why I said he
questionable.
could be dead or it could be Thomas's
Don't know.
situation.
Well, I would
sure.
say like, let's not risk it since we're not going directly to Vallaki.
So you're saying we don't need the biscuit?
We don't risk it for the biscuit now.
Ross isn't dead, but I just
Bless up. So
Alright.
Yeah,
All right.
let's take a long rest and then take off early in the morning.
a long rest is had.
cool. All my spell slots got.
You go to
everything
sleep.
that I didn't use.
There are no dreams, no lingering strangeness, and you wake up. The Martikovs are not present. You are alone.
Do we want to do anything with this house before we leave?
So lock it.
Lock it up. We have the keys.
I assume they left the keys.
You see,
basically said
you
the
look
house
around
is
the room.
ours.
You see on the door hook is the keys.
Done.
Shiv will grab that key.
'Kay.
As we walk out.
All right.
It is your house.
Kind of is. Yeah. Put key somewhere in robe that is unmentioned.
Unmentionable.
Well, there's also a pair of small tiny glasses in there somewhere.
That's right.
I'm just imagining there's little flaps sewn into the robe.
Oh, I'm sure he's got pockets.
Tuck it in there.
Don't
Every man dress has pockets.
Don't forget about your hourglass either.
That's true. That's actually connected to
Like his figure.
Well, yes, he has a very hourglass figure.
All right. So then we're just gonna go ahead and take off straight to Q.
Straight to Q.
Okay. Again, for lack of a better word, you are unbothered on your way back. There is, it's weird because it's eerie and it's twisted and the even the trees seem to kind of reach out towards you, but everything in its power is doing its best to resist that grasp. You feel the air itself almost avoid you, and that might be more alarming than being bothered.
Yeah.
You see a mouse skitter by and it turns its eyes at you. You see its albino, its red eyes like look at you, the reflection of the dim sky in its eyes. Blinks once. You blink once and there's two. And then they go away.
But it's not bothering us.
Not bothering you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Move past that guy.
And you continue onward. As you are rounding the bend, I will describe to you what you see.
Thank you.
Yes, of course. So basically, you guys navigate yourselves through the forest. It's scary, blah, 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 this little rat thing. And you go along the way until you enter out of a clearing. You see... Excuse me. There it is. High above the river valley, just a quiet promontory upon which looms a sepulchral mansion. Its turret capped with fairy tale cones. Its towers lined with sculpted battlements. A third of the structure has collapsed. As part of the roof, but the rest appears intact. A dark octagonal tower rises above the surrounding architecture. Out of the fog comes a distant peal of thunder, quickly accompanied by the howling of wolves in the woods below. But the house stands silent, seeming like a fossilized remain of some long-dead thing smoked upon the mountainside. I will pull up the image.
Hopefully the broken third is the bottom third. That way we can get in.
That would be good.
I mean, two of us can fly, so
Yeah, it should be. Recon should be doable.
wonder, could the two of us, with our strength, lift up Duncan?
Together?
Yes.
So this is just for you guys.
What strength do you have?
You are coming from this is the roof, right?
Average.
And then I believe there's like this
You're strong.
statue. Yeah. So I'll describe it in more detail should you need to. But for now, I could have made it full screen. See, now I'm not afraid to look strange as I navigate these maps. So you are coming up to this thing. Let me.
Oh, there's the little dragon.
Little dragon.
Looks that way.
That's cool.
Is that a dragon corpse or a statue?
Give me 1 second, my good sirs.
What's going on?
I don't know how to feel.
Our heroes.
Oh no!
that's
Wait,
not-
wait a
that's not
minute!
what
Wait
we're
a
doing,
minute!
Was that symbolic, knocking him over?
You both wear green.
Hey.
You both wear green.
Shiv isn't wearing green. He is green.
I know.
Hmm.
Well, do
Very
I
good to
do
see.
I wear Caucasian?
That's racist.
Is it?
Probably. Yeah.
I mentioned race. How racist?
Probably.
All right, so you see, perched atop a 10-foot wide, 10-foot high cube of granite is a moss-covered statue of a dragon. Its wings tucked close to its body. The statue looks east towards the mansion.
Oh, it's going that way.
Yes, it is.
right.
I'm gonna go up and investigate it with my glasses.
Go ahead, please.
Swing and miss.
There's a little bit of fog kind of going on, and like I said, the snow in the distance is going to be picking up.
19.
19. The fog makes it hard to see the dragon at first, right? But like I said, but close inspection reveals that it's a silver dragon of noble bearing. Its spiny frill cracked and broken in many places. The statue is 10 feet tall, but looks more imposing perched on the granite block that you see it on. It looks like it might have once been magical, or that there may be a lingering effect on it. Like you notice slightly a glimmer, like as you go around, sort of like the silver lining of a cloud, almost like it just kind of shimmers in that weird way.
Yeah.
It would likely a detect magic reveal more, or some sort of a magical identify type situation.
Well, Duncan's gonna use detect magic on that guy.
His particular detect magic like ability.
Sir.
Duncan, does you point this out to Duncan?
Yeah.
So you point this out to
Yeah,
Duncan,
yeah.
and Duncan then kind of like with a radiant moment of light just almost glows slightly, and then his light fades as it kind of traces to his eyes, and then as they dim, Duncan, you notice that this dragon used to breathe a cone of cold as a part of some sort of a magic trap, but the trap no longer works, it seems.
It's an old trap. Used to breathe a cone of cold.
What was that with your eyes?
I was detecting magic. You can't do that?
Heavens,
I'm just
no.
messing with you.
Well, let's go.
Looks like this may have been the guardian of this particular home.
Congratulations, guys. We've won.
It's the dragon statue music.
Is this radiating from the dragon statue?
It's just dragon statue music.
It's tragic dragon statue.
All right, let's walk around the
Go
dragon
ahead and
statue.
make Arcana checks, all three of you.
Arcana checks.
18.
18,
10.
10,
4.
4. All right, Frizz, you are familiar with silver dragons in this context. You remember getting a piece of one a long time ago, kind of noticing that the dragon itself had almost a cold-like resistance. You tried to put it in some sort of a refrigeration, and it resisted its effects. You also remember then doing some research in some books that you grabbed, and amidst your attempt to alchemically figure out what it does, you came across the reality that most silver dragons have a good alignment. They seem to be kinder and kind of tend to have a lawful disposition. This dragon in particular obviously is a statue, not like something that was put here like a what would be like a Medusa's effect. This is just a statue, and that would lead you to believe that something along the way led this dragon to being of nobility. Even its bone structure resembles that it was probably revered. And so as you're kind of passing this for the final time, heading up towards the stairs, you're noticing its face and that you wouldn't put it past it to have a paladin order or something to appreciate it, because those types of dragons would.
I'll tell that in summary to the two of them.
As we're walking forward, going,
Well, Frizz would talk a lot.
Yes.
This guy talks more than the last one.
He was the talker too.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, whoa, indeed.
In the darkness.
Woe is me.
We're walking.
How magical.
Yeah.
That's fun. I like that.
Flagstone steps flanked by stone railings climb into a landing in front of a pair of tall wooden doors with rusted iron bands and knockers shaped like small dragons. Carved into the lintel above the entrance is the word Argenvost. Gosh. Argenvost Holt. Never eating salsa again.
I doubt it.
No salsa sponsorship then.
You guys climb up the steps and you see the dragon statue. And exhales a 60-foot cone of harmless cold air.
Ah.
And then closes its mouth.
I was going to say, you said it was deactivated.
I know. I just... Listen.
Yeah, no.
You didn't investigate it. It was going to freak you out. Its magic is clearly deteriorated.
Ugh. Chilly.
Anyways.
Chilly.
Yeah, Frizz is going to kind of pull his lab cloak over himself more.
Cloak.
Duncan's going to go ahead and just open the door, assuming it's abandoned.
Yeah,
Assuming it's abandoned.
It's a bold assumption.
could be.
Okay, you do notice that the doors are unlocked.
No formal residence.
Good news.
The doors are unlocked.
Cool.
As you enter the foyer,
Foyer.
I love that I can just do that.
That's really nice.
This room feels like a king's tomb. A grand staircase leads up to stone balconies held aloft by stone pillars and arches. A tall, faded tapestry depicting a nobleman in silver armor hangs from an iron rod above the staircase landing. 6 sets of double doors lead from this foyer. Along the walls, displayed on marble pedestals, are 3 alabaster busts of handsome men. A 4th bust in its pedestal must have been knocked over, because their shattered remains lie strewn across the mosaic floor. 2 chandeliers of wrought iron hang from the ceiling like monstrous black spiders. Seems to be like some sort of portrait and the busts of other humans.
Yes.
Is there anything like a plaque underneath the people?
Underneath the
Like the busts?
busts,
Yeah.
the underneath the busts they have all been, I mean, they all have names. Do any of you speak Draconic?
Yes.
You would recognize these as, while you don't recognize the names themselves, you do recognize that the names all are Draconic in lineage. Even Argenvost as well. The portrait being his on the wall.
What?
These must have been the people that lived here.
Probably.
You think Strahd killed them?
Probably.
Well, do you feel comfortable splitting up, checking the place out? You want to check it together?
Just don't go far.
Shiv, you want to stick close? Or, not Shiv. Frizz.
Yeah, I'll stay with you.
All right. You take the left, I'll take the right, then. Sound good?
Yes.
All right, we split up.
Whoa, what was that? A great shadow moves across the walls and disappears. You hear a soft bestial hiss in the darkness.
Which direction?
Across the walls.
Which direction? Left or right?
Towards the interior. Just like coming on along the walls around you and then moving in. You almost see like a wing moving
see that?
across.
Yeah. Can I,
Maybe we shouldn't split up.
no, maybe we shouldn't.
You guys are welcome to do whatever you want to do. I'm just sort of telling you what's happening.
Can I cast plant growth and just kind of have the walls all vine up and like grab whatever is moving across them?
Right. Okay, so plant growth, basically, you can have
Or just make it
100-foot radius to center it on self would just become, everything would be overgrown, which would be very difficult to navigate through. Or you can use this spell over 8 hours and enrich the land, which is kind of nice if you wanted to make the land.
Whoa!
Probably should have done that back in that
Which
time.
means plants yield twice the normal amount of food when harvested, or harvest when there wouldn't otherwise be. That's what plant growth does.
Dang, poor villagers. Just Duncan's forgetfulness strikes again.
Oh yeah, I could have saved them.
I could have saved them. Focus on that scroll.
So, would you like to do either of those effects?
No, it looks like it's not going to help. Either one's going to help.
I was just sort of giving you the option.
No, it's good. It's good to know.
Apparently it is.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, can we do perception? Or sorry, can I try and like get a torch out and light the place up a little better so I can see what's moving around?
Yeah, I mean, basically, your options right now are there are 6 doorways, right? There are, you can pull out a torch. You pull out a torch, you light it up.
Yeah.
And as you light up the torch, you navigate around the space and see that there are, like I said, 6 doorways. There is one to your immediate left, your immediate right, and then on the corners of the space, immediate right, immediate left, and then far in the back. It looks like it goes obviously into a dining room on this map, which you see, but you would have right door and left door.
Mm-hmm.
So you're welcome to go into either one of those.
Well, I say we stick together. Maybe let's just check
No, just pick a door.
the right.
Shiv will
Sure.
walk up to open the rightmost front door.
The rightmost front door. Got it. So
The
that would be
Frontmost right door?
That would be this door.
Yep.
Yes. So you enter the door, and you see that rubble is strewn throughout much of this vast chamber, caused by the partial collapse of the room above it. On the pink marble floor, fallen chandeliers amid broken chairs and other furnishings. Thick webs, though, stretch from wall to wall, and moving along them are too many giant spiders to count. You see, I say that, but you see 9, but they're giant spiders.
Closed door.
Go ahead, while you do that, make a stealth check.
Done. I think that's just me. I opened the door.
Oh, that's true. We didn't.
As
come in.
cocked as it could be. Laying on top of other dice.
That's better.
Well,
Duncan,
actually, it's the same number.
Duncan rolls
No,
a 9.
We don't need to. We didn't go in. He opened the door.
He's the only one that
Yes,
went in?
22.
Okay.
So Shiv opens the door, looks, says, nope. Slowly closes door.
And you just hear,
What was that?
Let's try the left.
All right.
okay, so you decide that that is not where you want to be, and instead go to the upper room scenario.
Upper room?
That would be, I mean, I guess in your case, it would be the left room,
Ah,
right? Isn't that what you were talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So you will enter that room there.
As we're walking across, you'll be like, what is that? I'm like, do you like spiders?
No, I hate them.
Love their webs.
I mean,
So,
they can be kind of nice sometimes, but
so left.
okay.
I don't want to know what that means.
So while I am being kind, I will say that for dungeon navigation, it will be up to you to tell me that you are moving stealthily from here on out.
Okay.
I will not be saving you any longer. So should you wish to remain stealthy as you enter this room, let me know. Otherwise, you will move in at a normal pace.
Sure, let's be stealthy.
All right, make stealth checks, everyone.
Can are we aware that there's spiders now?
He
Or was that just a coy?
Did he say anything?
I alluded to it.
He alluded that there's something behind
Yeah.
the door.
Duncan's gonna pick up on it.
And
that
do you
there's
like
spiders.
spiders?
Yeah, Duncan's gonna pick up on that.
Remember that one time?
Frizz might not have, but he sees the others kind of moving stealthily, so he's gonna pick on.
So hit me with the stealth of check.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
10.
10.
A healthy, a dirty 12.
Okay, the average of all 3 of those would be probably about a 14.
Whatever.
Sounds right.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's,
Add all 3 together.
eyeball it.
20 plus.
No, 10 and 12 and 20.
Mm-hmm.
44 divided by 3. So
11.
Did your eye just twitch?
Wait,
It's
wait.
12. 13, 14, 25. I don't know.
yeah,
Come on,
yeah, we'll take 14.
we'll take.
I think 14's
14
fair.
seems generous.
I know. Well, we're going to just basically say that your stealth check as a group was 14.
Sure.
So, this wood paneled den has been ransacked, its furnishings tossed about. A cold, dark hearth dominates the west wall between two narrow windows. Standing upright against the north wall is a sarcophagus made of black wood with a queen's effigy carved into its lid. Right.
Can I read the effigy?
Can you read the effigy? The effigy.
Can you read an effigy?
It is. I mean, it is like an effigy is like a depiction, isn't
I
it?
thought so. Yeah, it's a picture.
Yeah, it's like it's an
Can
image
I-
of the queen.
Can I interpret anything from it?
It's a queen,
Okay.
like a queen's. I guess a queen, not in the sense of, okay, that's interesting. It is like a chess piece, right? It's like a queen's depiction of a crown, right? It is a representation of what would be the queen's effigy, right? So like it is not like this is the queen, right? Like no, it is like a queen's symbol, essentially.
Representation.
Gotcha.
Can we roll perception for stuff in here?
You're welcome to
Or
make,
would that
your-
investigation?
it would be investigation in
Sure.
this case, just because you're not like,
We're fairly certain.
unless you want to look around the room and just get basic stuff. Otherwise, investigation implies that you're like turning over tables,
we're going
looking
to be
along
whispering
walls.
at least to that one that apparently there's some kind of sun sword in here.
Yeah.
So
Sun sword.
somewhere.
Also, any visual stealth is ruined by Duncan carrying a torch. So everything is auditory only when it assumed to be the 14. Otherwise, it is a natural 2.
Ha.
After the spider comment, Duncan's gonna probably put his torch away. He
Now
would.
it's
see.
dark,
He
isn't
probably knows better. Or is it too dark?
It's too
Can we
dark.
see if I put the torch out?
You will be rolling at disadvantage. Everyone else will be you also would be rolling at disadvantage. You don't have dark vision, do you? Yeah, so you both be rolling at disadvantage anytime you make an investigation or perception check.
Well, let's just say I keep it on for this room then.
Okay.
Sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, sweet.
19.
19.
Was this perception?
What are you investigating?
Investigation.
investigation.
Things in the room.
Thank you.
So starting
Are
with
you-
the hearth, starting with the
So you're looking at the like. Are you looking at the hearth? You're looking at like. I want to know what exactly you're looking at.
hearth, then
Sarcophagus?
sarcophagus, then
Yeah.
is there anything else in the room?
I mean, I'm just asking. Like, you want to investigate the floor? Like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I need to know.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Floor,
any, like,
ceiling, walls.
yeah.
okay.
any-
So you want to do floor, ceiling, walls. You're gonna do what?
I'll do the stuff. I'll like the physical
The
sarcophagus.
sarcophagus hearth.
Inside the hearth, yeah.
What are you looking for, Duncan?
I'm gonna do kind of like what happened here type deal.
Oh, like try to make a
Ooh.
like a little like like little detective work, basically.
Yeah, just kind of like instead of looking for stuff, I'm more looking for like
You're welcome to
Clues.
make a survival check instead if you'd
survival
like to.
check. Yeah.
So you rolled what? Shiv.
19.
19. Okay. As you look along the walls, you notice that there is a secret door at the end of the east wall that can be pushed open.
Aha.
So that would be right where my mouse is located, right here on this. There'd be a secret door right here.
I see.
So that's what you navigate there. What did you get?
26.
26. You are unreasonably talented at looking around at stuff. You see
That's
that
those glasses,
those
man.
you
bird
see
eyes.
that the sarcophagus has been converted into a wine cabinet. There are shattered wine glasses and decanters in the shelves. It also includes rotted divans, broken chairs, overturned ottomans, smashed oil lamps. It seems that this was the wine, like the wine cellar. Duncan, what you got?
For survival, I
Yeah.
got a 24.
Wow.
Nice.
You put your monster hunting to work, and you notice that this room was a den of some kind, that it once held people who were, they would drink in here, right? Because there's no other reason for this space. And as soon as Shiv points out with his probably pushing open the door, or he's
Yeah.
gonna just, whatever he's doing, as soon as he points that out, you say, this is a room that is either escaped to or escaped from. So it would likely be what's in the hearth. So all three of you go over towards the hearth and see that the hearth itself is a false back and can be used as an escape.
That goes outside.
Yes,
Okay.
that goes outside. So if you guys find yourself in a pickle, you can come back here and use it as a quick escape.
Okay, good to
Good
know.
to know.
Anyone who would not want to trigger the front trap likely outwent this way.
No other doors?
Ah,
Is there a door in the back there?
Yeah, to that
there's
circle.
one door.
To the circle.
Yes, there is a door that way.
Well, I guess we're gonna go that way.
Unless you'd like to go to the secret door into some sort of this space here.
Quick peek in there.
Yeah, it's a wine cellar. It's got wines in it, and it looks like barrels, 5 barrels in the moldy storage room.
Did we took a cart here?
Did we?
That's a great question. I kind of glazed past that.
Yeah.
I'll say that you have a single horse and cart.
Okay.
I think that's
Yeah.
what we had
I think
to
that-
get
yeah.
to.
Right. So we'll just continue with
Sounds
that
right.
narrative.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go into the room to the right there.
Okay. So you're gonna go into the wine storage.
Yeah, real
Alright.
quick.
Into the wine storage. Are we all okay with that? Obviously,
Yeah.
Shiv goes, but you don't have to follow him.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go.
I have an interest.
So
Stealthily.
you see 5.
You're not gonna make us roll for stealth.
I
Not
mean,
again.
the storage, the stealth
Oh.
continues.
Okay. Oh.
So unless you are specific, I mean, obviously you know what the role is, but you
let's
don't
be-
know what the role is. Like it's kind of like
Let's
one of those.
become
Unless you,
unstealthy.
thank you,
Gotcha.
thank you for filling in the words. You walk
Unless we
in,
choose to become
make.
unstealthy.
What is the passive perceptions in the space right now? What do we got?
I have a 12.
16. No, wait. Yeah, 16.
13.
Okay, 16, 13,
12.
12. Okay, so 16 is enough. I mean, all of those are enough to hear somebody in the corner behind the barrels. Actually, literally you like see them immediately when you walk in. Like the door kind of curves. I will be using a miniature of some kind.
Ooh.
Like gasp.
Oh my
Wait,
gosh.
yeah.
Thank you. Put Shiv over there. Do it. Put Shiv over. Yes. 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 Farther. Little further. No, other side.
I think it's on.
Other corner.
Yep.
Yeah.
You see that there is an elf in the corner, wounded, and is like, and is like holding like blood in their hand, and then basically you see
Oh yeah, the laser pointer.
in their hand is a kind of a basically like porcupine needles coming out the back, but instead of like porcupine needles, it's like a nail that went straight through their hand, and you see 3 of them that are like
No chance.
basically long like wood chippings that are in their hand, and he's just holding it and is like, oh, and so his hand's kind of stuck to his stomach.
Okay. I'm gonna go up and.
I think we're unstealthy now.
Okay.
Yeah. To make ourselves known.
Kind of walk up, saunter on up.
I'm gonna cast Healing Word.
Okay. So you cast Healing Word. How much do you hit him for?
1d4 plus. Spellcast, which is. I think 9 hit points.
Okay, great. I mean, he seems very thankful. Immediately, you walk up to him and he's like, and then you like hit him with healing, and he's like, oh, shh, don't.
Shiv is going to put his hand out in front of Frizz and quietly say, in Barovia, you don't just heal people before you find out if they're going to kill you.
And he is a dusk elf. He has a complexion that resembles such, and his hair is pulled back in a ponytail, as you see his green outfit. A woodland type individual with a short sword, longbow, armor set situation, and he looks at you and says, "Hello, why are you here?"
We're looking for something. Why are you here?
I'm looking for Arabelle.
Arabelle.
Yes, she is, she's a Vistani girl.
Luvash.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was accosted by needle blights.
Where?
Just around the corner.
Around this corner?
Yeah, no, they're not inside. I came here, seeking refuge.
Ah. Well, I have good news for you. Perhaps? We already found Arabelle.
Oh, good. I suppose you've saved me and allowed me to go home. What have you figured out about this place? I might be able to help you. I've learned a thing or two from spending time in here.
We've walked through 2.5 rooms.
Okay.
This is one of them.
Do you know that Argynvost was a silver dragon that like to assume human forms? This is the dragon's home.
Yes.
Do you know that he led a group called the Knights of the Order of the Silver Dragon?
I suppose not. No, we might have heard that.
It seems
we
that,
did hear of that.
We heard that in Barovia.
Yeah.
um,
didn't hear that.
they gave shelter to the refugees that had come in the valley to escape Strahd's army. But the soldiers slew the dragon, destroyed the order, and sacked the mansion. But there is a way to bring the dragon back.
What?
I've only heard some of the people, I guess if you can call them people, more like revenants, ghosts, talking about it.
Talking about the way to bring the dragon back.
It's something about bringing its skull. That's all I got.
Oh,
Ooh,
that might be a problem.
that'd be difficult.
Yeah, the skull is it's in Castle Ravenloft.
Oh, I don't want that. This paladin order has gone evil long ago. There is no. We avoid the place. The dragon's ghost haunts it.
Oh, the ghost is here.
Does it?
Oh yes.
Is it a malevolent ghost?
I don't have much time to talk, boys. I need to go.
Right.
He gets up and like kind of pushes and stumbles past you, like whoa,
You'd be all right?
and then opens the door and just kind of stumbles out and goes.
He'll probably be fine.
Slightly healed.
Mm-hmm. He had 4 hit points, so well done. Now he doesn't.
Yes.
So,
Hmm.
all right. Well, Dragon's ghost is here, and so are some creatures apparently.
If we could bring that dragon back, that'd be very interesting.
Indeed.
I love it. No, that's a good noise.
Yes. Love it.
Alright.
I will cough in character.
Heck yeah.
Who here wants to talk to a ghost?
Well, why not?
I've never been a fan of the occult, but when in Barovia.
All right. Shall we continue with our search?
Yeah.
Let's
Guess
be
we'll
careful.
be aware there may be some ghosts and
Needlers
ghost dragons.
and needlers.
Yeah, and apparently needlers.
So, are we going back the way we came up to the circular area up here, or are we going continuing into the next room over?
Back to the circular.
Back to the circular area,
Back to the
and
circle.
Duncan's gonna
I'm a completionist.
grab a
Me too.
cask of wine with him and leave it in the.
Oh yeah,
The
before we
wine room.
go, I'd like to see if there's anything left in those barrels.
Yes. Before you go, you see if there's anything left in the barrels. You notice that the barrels of wine have turned to vinegar and evaporated a long time
Oh,
ago.
well, never mind.
You
there
do see
vinegar
that there
left
was
in it?
once Wizard of Wine's wine, and the wine was Champagne de l'Estampe.
I recognize that.
Yes.
Is there still vinegar in those? Are all they're all dry?
Do you want some vinegar?
I kind of.
I will give you a vial of vinegar.
Okay.
For sure. It's a strange request, but I love it. So
I love it.
I'm into it.
You don't know what chemical things I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna collect all the chemicals.
You need to just make a bomb. That's what you need to do.
That's exactly what's gonna happen.
I will surprise you one time with a homemade improvised
Yeah.
through chemistry.
Perfect. Yep. You can come into this office building and walk into our studio and show up with a
It
bomb.
just-
That'd just be awful.
Vinegar and absinthe, you know.
just fertilizer and I mean we're already
Let's-
canceled, so here we are.
Let's move forward with this Dungeons and Dragons game.
Yes.
We're
no.
definitely moving in that direction.
All right. Anyway, so
Circle
I
room.
love it.
you go to there.
Yeah.
What,
What is-
tattered velvet drapes. What?
I'm going to be stealthy again.
All right,
Ooh, yeah.
then roll some stealth. You were caught. It's true.
Stealth.
Yeah, we let ourselves be
I mean, it's a thing.
caught. We probably also were caught.
I mean,
Oh man.
No, we're
I
not
don't
stealthy this
think
time.
I don't think it
Still a-
matters what our group average is.
Still a 10.
3.
8.
I rolled a nat 1.
Nice.
It's like 5.
So together we just Duncan goes and like kicks a it's Frizz who just straight up kicks a cup that just shatters in the corner, and then Duncan's just like,
Cup made out
screw it, I'm gonna walk in with my torch and move on. And so you guys just walk in.
of. That effort's over.
Tattered velvet drapes cover the tall, slender windows that encircle this parlor. The furnishings are covered with dust and cobwebs and lie in disarray. A damaged brass chandelier hangs from the ceiling, which is covered with faded mural that depicts metallic dragons and colorful birds flying beneath white clouds. It's pretty, like, time and neglect have damaged this room pretty badly.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
you do see that there is an entrance to some sort of, like, middle section there. Or you could come back the way you came.
Doesn't seem to be anything we can interact with.
there-
Nothing in here, no.
Check
Okay.
out middle section then.
To the right.
Yeah.
To the
Again.
right, to the right.
So you go into this little, like, kind of area. You see there's an iron gate that is chained shut. It closes off a 10-foot archway in the north wall of the mansion. The chain's padlock was lost long ago, it seems, but the lock is still there.
It's
Um,
rusted shut.
Yeah, like real bad. And I mean, you could potentially lockpick it or smash it, but
probably
it's closed in there. And then you see 10-foot high flights of stone steps to the west and east is what you kind of head down into that space. If you want to go straight across, you can.
You head
or,
down, then back up.
Yeah, you want to go back into that like area there.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's.
Heading around the left wall. Like a maze.
The iron gate, chained shut, closes off a 10-foot tall archway to the north wall of the mansion. The key to the chain's padlock. I just read that.
Good. Good.
Yeah, I'm on your team. I'm just silly. This is a tattered brown drapes cover the windows of a circular room, and a heavy curtain hangs across an archway to the south. Strewn about the floor is a wreckage of a half-dozen beds and other pieces of furniture. It seems that like household staff once slept here.
Fair enough.
Look under all the beds.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, go ahead and make investigation checks.
And I didn't think it could get better with advantage.
I don't think Shiv's doing that. He's like, no one's gonna hide a sword under a bed.
I don't care. 27.
18.
You find 14 copper pieces.
Awesome. You can have them, friends.
I'm
Fantastic.
leaving them because they're not worth. I'll flip one at Shiv. Like,
You'll just bounce off.
All right. Next room.
Okay. Into this space here.
To the downward.
actually, I'll keep 3 of those copper.
Okay.
For copper.
I cannot
copper.
move into the space more. You'll have to imagine for a second.
Yes.
This kitchen has been plundered, its tables overturned. The floor is littered with rusted utensils and smashed crockery. Narrow windows flanked a hearth look out over a cemetery. An open iron pot hangs from a hook inside the blackened fireplace. It rattles on its hook and bobs up and down as though something is inside it.
Duncan's going to go open up the pot.
I'm going to take a step back.
Cautiously.
Pandora's pot.
You grab the iron pot as it hangs from the hook inside the blackened fireplace. Kind of shakes in your hand. Are you sure? Do you want to open it? What if it's like a genie or something? Like, what if you're like,
It's just oh, no.
it's shaking in your hand?
Yeah, we could just.
An iron pot.
Can I
keep it
detect
closed.
magic on it?
Ooh.
You cannot see inside it. Don't you have to
You have
see
to?
what you detect? I believe your particular ability
Oh.
is not like detect magic.
Anything I can see. Magic. Yeah, because it's magic awareness.
Yep.
You're not aware,
Mm-mm.
All right.
apparently,
No, you're aware.
but not aware enough.
Aware,
I'm-
Raven.
Can I hold an attack?
If what happens? If what?
If something springs out of the pot towards any of us, I will throw acid at it.
Okay. As Duncan just sits there, about ready to open it up.
I see him raising his acid bottle.
It's like shaking pretty good in your hand.
All right. I'm going to look at Shiv and just like be like, what do you think?
Eh.
Duncan, make a survival check.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. 20.
You've heard of like poltergeists, right? Like
Yeah.
things that move objects.
Oh no.
I mean, this pot's shaking pretty good,
Yeah.
and you're holding it.
Shiv's gonna say it's Barovia.
Aye. And I'm just gonna chuck it back in the fire pit.
You're gonna chuck it. Excuse me. You chuck it, and it like hits the ground pretty hard. The lid pops right off, and then you see as a ordinary bat flies out.
Well, it's gonna get toasted by my acid.
It did.
And it-
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
No, it has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Sure.
Do you have that bat stat block?
I do. I do. I'm very prepared. I do.
Acid attack.
How
a
does
poor
an
little
11
bat.
sit? An 11.
No, that's not good enough.
This bat
It
just melts.
takes 2 acid damage.
And it just... It dies instantly as it melts a little bit and falls into the soot.
Jeez, Frizz. What the hell?
Can never be too careful.
And then you see Aster just like go... And then like go down to the bat and just go...
I love that.
What?
And just starts... His little
My homunculus.
homunculus bird creature that has like the foot of a bird and the other one's a rabbit and it's like a very bizarre winged creature goes down and you see at the edge of its wings are like little talons and it just starts to like and like eat this bat that's covered in acid.
Is Andy's owl here?
Yeah.
Its owl is just like
It's just his owl's just
Just
chilling
on the
the whole
shoulder,
time.
like a pirate.
it is like a sentinel always watching.
Man, my
That's so
my
messed up.
tiger's at home.
It's true.
All right.
Little
well done.
Aster looks back and you see there's no eye and then as it curves around you see its green eye just like glowing looking at you on his other side.
Oh yeah.
Duncan just
I
shakes his
forgot
head.
about that.
Moves on to the next
He
round.
does that sometimes.
Goes back, comes back and then like
Don't we all?
has you like like beckons you to open your hands and then just squeezes the bat as a little bit of bat guano comes out into your hands. You know what to do with that.
I stored away for later.
Okay. When in Barovia.
It's Barovia.
And goes back into your cloak not to be seen for a while again.
Remind
What-
me never to reach into your bag of holding.
What a guy. All right, so where are we now?
Shiv is gonna say to Duncan, "Don't you wish that was disturbing at this point?"
Aye.
What else is in that room besides the cook pot?
That was the room, my man.
Okay.
That was it.
It was a kitchen
All right, to
With-
the dining room.
with the thing that could have been a poltergeist but wasn't.
I was gonna get 2 acid damage either way.
So you see that a 20-foot long table with sculpted dragons for legs. Let me just pull up the music here. A 20-foot long table with sculpted dragons for legs stands in the center of this hall.
Mm.
The chairs that surround the table have backs carved to resemble folded dragon wings, and several of the chairs have been overturned
Mm.
or smashed to pieces. Suspended above the table is a crystal chandelier that glows with a soft white light. Standing in windowed alcoves are 2 life-size statues depicting knights with dragon-winged helms and shields. Rainwater trickles through cracks in the ceiling, flowing down the west wall and adding to a large puddle on the floor.
Let's praise that crystal chandelier.
Go ahead and give me a history check. In the midst of that, 5 sets of wooden doors lead to this hall. The doors in the northeast corner hangs open. A pair of leaded glass doors, their panes cracked and broken, stand up open between panels of stained glass set into the east wall. These panels depict silver dragons in flight. Beyond the glass doors lies a dark, misty room that appears to be a chapel. A continual flame spell has been cast on the crystal chandelier long ago, it seems, and has never been dispelled. So the knight statues are lifelike and are being glowed and illuminated by this continual flame. You appraised it,
Yeah, 17.
17. You probably wouldn't catch a whole lot for it, given its current state of kind of bentness to it. It's not bad. It's
But it's continually illuminated?
but it's continually illuminated.
How big is it?
I mean, I guess it's no bigger than like a medicine ball, not medicine ball, like one of those
Yoga
bouncy
balls?
yoga
Disco
balls,
ball?
one of the yoga balls,
Yoga ball.
like a big yoga ball.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about? Like
That's on the ceiling.
that circular shape of it.
So
yeah.
it's a disco ball.
Sure. It's a crystal chandelier. So interpret that how you will.
With the diameter of a yoga ball.
With
Alright.
yes.
She was gonna try to stay on the table, and because I think you need to get up to get
You
it.
can fly, right? It's got to Hulk out first, though.
Yeah.
You can add.
I'm not sure if I do have the number of times a day. I can't remember. That was a while ago.
Nah, you just do.
Alright.
You just transform.
Thought so.
It's kind of awful.
Can I check to see if those knights are
That's
just
probably-
suits of armor?
That's probably a good idea.
Go ahead and make
I'll go with him.
either
Well, all
your
of the-
choice.
well-
Your choice of how close do you want to be when you check. Do you just want to like look at them right now, or
What's
like?
the minimum safe
I mean, do you want to
distance?
get up in their grill, or do you want to just like look in perception-y?
I want to get like maybe 3 feet.
Then
5
make an
feet
then
away.
make an investigation check.
I'll go to the other one and get within 1 foot. You can say yours.
They're just Duncan. They're just suits of armor to Duncan.
Yeah, they're inanimate to you, sure. Those are the ones in the corners. You actually can see them on the map.
Yeah.
Mhm.
See.
24.
Yeah, they're totally inanimate.
Animate.
Inanimate.
Just
Inanimate.
checking. Inanimate.
All right, I'm gonna turn around and see you on the table struggling. And I'm gonna go.
Trying to get that crystal ball down.
Want me to help you?
No, I got this.
Go
Does he
ahead and
got
Wait,
go
this?
ahead,
do I got
Does
this?
he got this?
First of all, before answering that question, do I got this?
go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Oh God.
That seems like the perfect
It
thing
is.
to do. for
Oh
it.
my gosh.
I feel like it's down here, but it's not.
It's in dexterity.
Yes, it is. 14. You didn't have DC in mind.
Let me do something really quick.
How many spiders you want to kill today?
Ready?
Oh my
I don't know if I am ready.
What the heck?
As it shatters to the ground. I just rolled a crap ton of dice.
I was like, how many enemies are you rolling for?
Now we have another important thing to know. That being, are any of the shards still glowing?
No, so they are not. It seems that a continual
No.
flame spell was cast on the crystal chandelier. However, the
But only as a whole
it is not a magic item. It shatters
anymore.
in a gajillion pieces.
So now we just have the torch.
And whatever might have been not alerted to you is probably aware of you.
Duncan's gonna shoot
I had
Shiv
that.
a look.
What?
The hell, man.
Sometimes they just know.
That's awesome.
All right. Next room.
Well, with the awareness that something might have hurt us, Shiv's going to look to the bottom of the screen and see if there's any holes in that wall.
Like down here?
Yeah.
It's a door.
Okay. Well, near the ceiling.
Dude, I'm
Something
not,
for a
I'm not
giant.
prepared for 3D.
Something for a giant spider to get through.
Am I prepared for 3D? Let me see. First floor, it looks like this room itself is blocked off just fine. You're good.
Okay. So, Shiv saw giant spiders. There's no holes, so probably not giant spiders coming in immediately.
Yeah, not in here. No, you're good.
Okay.
To the church.
To the
To the,
church.
to the chapel.
Chapel.
The chapel.
To the
Sorry.
chapel. That's
The
fine.
chapel.
To the Dave Chappelle.
Yes.
Cancel. We canceled 3 times today.
Let's try to be stealthy again.
Sure.
Yeah, stealthy.
Sure.
Ish, I guess.
I cast bad rolling.
As did I.
Oh my gosh.
10.
17.
I think I rolled a 10 every time.
Yes, you have. At least you're consistent.
That's very
5.
consistent.
5.
No, we're not stealthy.
You know.
Nah, we're
All
gonna be at like 9.
All right, so we continue to have the torch on. That's really all I care about at this point.
Wait, what yours 5? You had a 15 or so. We're at like 10.
Cracked wooden pillars support a wooden U-shaped balcony that overhangs this stone-walled chapel. Narrow archways lead to spiral staircases that curl up to a balcony. and a door set to the north wall has a wooden beam barring it. At the east end of the chapel rests a stone altar flanked by iron candelabras. The altar is carved with a rising sun bas relief. Tall, arching windows set with panels of stained glass decorate the walls behind the altar. One of the windows has been shattered, covering the chapel floor with shards of colored glass and allowing thick fog to enter and fill the room. The beacon seemingly has not been lit.
Beacon?
There's some sort of a space that looks like it might be where like a pillar of light would go, because you see on the ceiling that there's like I mean, you're being a religious person, know that you could put some sort of a light type thing there and it would illuminate the rest of the room. Like there's like a crystal type figuration on the ceiling.
Well, shoot.
Ooh, I'm gonna use my I don't even know what this is called.
Before you do anything though, through the fog you see 3 armored figures kneeling before the altar.
Oh, yeah, that'll.
They are
stop me.
clad in chainmail that seems to be really destroyed. There's a long sword on each of their backs, and they like kind of kneel against, like, you know, they're T-bowing, if you will.
Do you think we can steal their swords off their backs?
Not with those rolls.
We can try again.
Are they just corpses?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah,
How far?
Duncan's, since we're like not stealthy at all, Duncan's just gonna pick up a rock and throw it at one
At
of
them?
At one of them.
All right, I'm gonna do my held attack again.
buddy!
Clink. Sure, I won't even make you roll for it. You clack one on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing
Congratulations.
happens.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Hit the button. Hit the button.
It's time.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, hey, I held my attack. I told you I was holding my attack.
Yeah,
I wonder if we could do it before he did a thing,
I
though.
said before he threw the stone, I said I will hold my attack again.
You could definitely say
I said that, and I was not acknowledged by my DM.
No.
So what's up with that?
Well, I also didn't become a centaur. Even though I said it.
Are they that big?
And they get up and they're large guys.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yes.
Hey, you want to give me an advantage?
No, I have to touch you beforehand.
You see, as they turn around, their white eyes. Oh,
We
by the way,
touch.
we rolled initiative. Their white, like green, almost white eyes are glowing as they turn around, and they just kind of angrily stare at you.
Just throw a rock at them.
In absolute anger and hatred.
And crush the old man.
Yeah, this is bad. This is very bad.
Oh,
Yes, it's very bad.
Sorry, guys.
that's okay.
I thought they were corpses.
That'll be fine.
You do know that this just passive religion is dedicated to the god of the dawn. The god in question is probably the Morning Lord. We've kind of been introduced to him a few times.
Yes.
This, you can look up and see the like hollow interior as you like kind of come into the room of a like the beacon tower. Like I said, just like a like big thing that will eventually like shine out. Right? It's like a lighthouse almost. Like the big crystal thing. It goes straight up. 20 feet above that, or 60 feet above the chapel floor, and the upper landing, another 20 feet above that is where what I'm talking about. Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, let's
Okay.
In that case, Shiv will say, "Excuse me."
let me hit the button. Let me hit the button. I got a button.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're pissed. Go ahead and tell me your initiatives, my man.
The fact that you had that cued.
5.
5.
4.
4.
22.
22. All right, so Shiv, being the only prepared one, will go first.
Always
Dunk, and then wait, it was you
Yeah.
then Duncan, or Duncan then you.
No, Duncan than me.
All right,
Video
Duncan.
game donkey first.
And then we're gonna have the Revenants, we'll call them. In order to determine anything about them, Duncan, you will have to make a survival check. You will have to do that as an action on your turn if you want to. Otherwise, rage and attack. Rage and attack would be a good option, or don't. It's really up to you. These things are big, they are scary, and they will kill you. So, Shiv, kill them back.
Well, we look to be in kind of a hallway situation.
No, we're in the back of the chapel.
Are we?
You come into the
Yeah.
chapel.
Move us. I was saying for Zane to move us, but sure.
We've been moved.
Do the thing.
What is the thing though?
How tall is this room?
It is. It's a great question. The tower lower landing is 60 feet above the chapel floor,
Okay.
and the upper landing is another 20 feet above that.
So 80 feet tall in total.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna see.
It's good to know. Dang, I can't even reach the balcony
Yeah, it's big.
in one movement. That's fun. Okay.
Let's see, is it an action to transform?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah, so again, I could have just shouted. Maybe they're pissed because I threw a rock at them.
I mean,
It's not the nicest way to begin a conversation.
So you can turn into a raven or a raven human hybrid. It just says shape changer. So I would just say it's just free.
Just have, yeah.
You just do that.
part of my movement.
Sure. Well, like
Fun.
say like drawing a weapon.
All right, so transform into a partial raven.
You just immediately these scales become feathered and it just he gets bigger and this beak almost like his mouth almost goes beak like, but it's not quite a perfect transformation. It's a nasty hybrid.
Just the way I like it.
Nice, gross.
And flying doesn't take concentration, right?
I do not believe so.
I didn't think so either. So, fly up in air. I don't know,
What is your
40 feet?
What is your
His fly is 50.
fly? He's got 50 as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nice.
40 feet seems high enough.
So you're going in the In the
Yep.
In the
Into You said
You
40?
Put me on a cube. And then, I don't know, should we hit him with something?
Probably.
Why not?
Y'all are the powerhouses.
Well, I still don't know what's happening here.
That's fair.
20, yep. That'll be within 60 feet. We'll just throw a Sacred Flame at him.
Okay.
Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. Dexterity save.
DC 14. DC 14?
Fail.
Doesn't sound right.
Seems low.
16.
Still a
right.
fail, obviously.
That sounds better. Mine's a 17.
Alright, 1d8 radiant damage. Let's find out what happens. It's 4. 4 radiant damage.
4
to
radiant
the-
damage.
The middle one.
To the shielded one.
Yeah, he does have a shield on.
Well, he gets no benefit from cover.
It's true, you are above him.
Well, also because that's what the spell says.
All right. Now it is the Revenant's turn. The Revenants will turn around and almost immediately be very ticked. The one in the middle will go first. He will actually very quickly glare at you, Shiv. Actually, no, you're 40 feet in the air, so never mind. He will not. He will run over in the direction of Duncan.
Yes.
Great.
How big is this room? Yeah.
He gets there.
He gets there.
Yep, he gets there and is going to make an attack with a. He draws forth a longsword, like I said, was on his back, and will attack you.
Great. Awesome.
Not awesome. That's gonna hurt.
14.
To hit,
Yeah.
It does not hit.
Okay, then it does not do damage.
which is good.
And now we'll attack again.
The
This
same
time,
one? The same
yes,
one?
the same one will attack.
Oh.
Try to make a second attack. This time, definitely, probably hitting, dealing. I'll tell you how much it was. 15,
Was it over 16?
20, 23.
Yeah. That,
Oh my.
Dealing. I'll say, let's make it easy on us and just say 15 slashing damage.
Oof.
and then looks over at Frizz. Actually, can it do that?
Yeah, I'm on the ground still.
Yeah, well, hold on. No, it cannot on its turn. Okay, so but the other one is going to look at you, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Nat 20. 21.
Okay, cool. You are not paralyzed. You basically see. He looks at you, and it goes.
I still have my glasses on.
And you just like immediately feel the need to be afraid and to just freeze up, but instead of that, you do nothing. Cool. And then that one just sits there. The other one will look at Duncan and attempt to do the same thing. Duncan, make a wisdom saving throw.
Duncan is terrified.
No, Duncan is not terrified. Duncan,
Call it.
Duncan, what is
How
the
much?
total?
It's a 6.
Yeah, no, Duncan is paralyzed.
Yeah.
Did you roll a 1?
There's a 4.
Oh, that's a 4. Okay.
So Duncan, you are paralyzed, meaning you are just overwhelmed with fear to the point of not being able to move. Paralysis is the meanest thing in Dungeons & Dragons because they basically just say stop playing, which is just so sad.
Awesome.
But that's what they do
That's unfortunate.
because he cannot move. A paralyzed creature is incapacitated, cannot move or speak. They have basically to attack you is gonna be really easy, and I crit as long as I'm within 5 feet of you. So this could go very poorly unless somebody does something about it. But speaking of, it is your turn. I need you to. Let me see.
He's not paralyzed with fear, is he?
No, he is paralyzed. He is paralyzed. He has paralyzed condition, but he will at the end of it be frightened for a minute afterward.
So how many turns is that?
Right now, you have no idea how long this paralysis would be. But you know what you can do as of totally on your turn because you can't move or speak. You can make a survival check.
Can I rage?
Nothing says you can't.
So I'm gonna do
You can
both.
do both. Yeah,
Rage is a bonus.
Both of those.
I would do that.
Nice.
So for rage, you're gonna have to. I was trying to find it. I can't find the rage.
So can you make a rage while paralyzed sound?
Just sounds like I'm taking a big dump.
and then that's when Frizz will collect it and use it in a potion.
All right. So I guess
what
I
are you
rolled a
dropping?
10.
I wasn't paying attention.
All
I
right.
will take anything.
And for your number 2 action.
So I rolled a 10 for rage.
You roll a d8.
That's a D8. That's right.
Oh
Duh.
no.
Okay. So, well, I mean, it's just random.
You need to have this chart.
I got it in front of me.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got it.
This,
Oh, good.
This is a D8.
It's that one.
the diamond.
5.
Those are sick dice.
5. Whenever a creature hits you with an attack roll before your rage ends, that creature takes 1d6 force damage as magic lashes out in retribution. Yes! So Duncan basically goes, and then just like you just see as like he kind of goes, and you see like magical energy kind of just form around him. All right, so
Oh, that's
for your survival check,
That's lucky.
survival check.
Survival check. It's cocked.
Roll it again.
So, it's 12.
12. Your survival check is 12. Revenants are dangerous. Revenants, the idea behind it is that basically they have unfinished business, right? Like most ghosts do. But in this case, they're warriors, right? So it's basically a warrior's unfinished business. So a warrior's unfinished business, like a ghost would, ghost, it's like my husband cheated on me and I need him to seek retribution, like whatever that is. But like, what is a warrior, what is their unfinished business? It is like, I need to kill the person that like messed up, or like I need to get this thing. Like they're cursed warriors, right? And so you can pretty much assume, like, I'm not going to give you hit points, but like, this is a very unwinnable battle for you guys.
Are they capable of talking?
You cannot talk right now.
I know, but are they capable of talking?
Man, cheated. Get your crap. while I answer that,
Interesting.
it will be Frizz's turn.
Yeah. So I will also fly. I'll fly 30 feet in the air. And
30 feet
then
in the air.
I will cast. Guess I'll throw acid at the one by Duncan, I think. Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna attack the one by Duncan, flying in the air and
Flying
attacking
in the air.
him.
So dexterity saving throw,
So
please.
dexterity save. How high in the air are you flying?
30 feet.
30 feet in the air. Turn the dice up to 3. And are you moving above anywhere like?
There's good.
Yeah.
Oh no.
He
I
fell
mean-
down.
I'm gonna drop an acid potion on
Okay.
that one.
Stickman.
So I need to make a dexterity saving throw.
17 to beat.
I do not.
Okay. He takes 4 damage from poison. If he
Poison.
4 poison. It's oh yeah, you're right. No, it is acid damage because it's potion of acid.
Which is different than poison,
Right. He's probably immune to poison.
probably as he's undead.
Yeah.
Right,
So
so-
4 poison or 4 acid.
4 acid.
You know what I mean?
This is shield guy.
No, guy attacking Duncan.
This is shield guy.
Is
Oh,
there
this
a
is shield guy.
Okay, yeah.
So he has
Huh.
taken 4, which makes him a total of 8 points of damage he's taken.
Okay, and then as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Sanctuary on Duncan.
Okay.
So, any creature who targets him with an attack or harmful spell must make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That's good to know. Remind me.
Yep.
So Duncan, you
Thanks,
learned.
buddy.
What was the question you asked me?
Just in case something gets through.
What was the question you asked me, Duncan?
Are they capable of talking? Like, can you talk to them?
Yes. The Revenants can speak. Revenants are fully capable of that. Revenants, excuse me, they claw their way back to the world, seeking revenge against the one who wronged them. They reclaim their mortal body and resemble a zombie superficially. However, behind their eyes, you see a flare of anger against hunger for revenge and divine justice. No magic can hide a creature pursued by a revenant. The revenant is fully aware of where their enemy lies and will never cease to stop trying. So, I mean, they're currently pissed at you right now.
Throw a rock.
But they could talk, so that's the thing.
That was the end of my turn.
Okay.
Well, it's Sanctuary.
We'll keep you alive yet.
Now it is
buddy.
Shiv back to the top.
Oh, shift in.
Love this battle music.
It's happening.
It's
Yeah, man. It's brutal.
Yeah.
Gonna die.
So if,
This shielded creature has been dealt 8 damage.
I go back and remember, there was something on the ceiling that was a light thing.
So basically, let me explain this. Imagine for a second if you had, so you guys understand, like if I shined a light on a disco ball, it would shine light all around the room. Basically, up on the very top is a disco ball, and something placed on the altar will probably shine some sort of a light on top and disco ball the light. That is the idea.
Just for the fun of it.
Get a moonbeam.
No, I'm gonna throw a.
You always moonbeam.
I'm gonna throw a daylight on it.
Daylight on it.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
I mean, daylight's not fun for me being undead.
I don't know that or not.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see.
I guess that makes sense.
What does daylight do? Just can't make it daylight, or does it
60-foot sphere of light spreads out from a point you choose. Bright light. Dim light additional 60.
This room is going to be filled with light.
Just bright light. That is also daylight.
do daylight?
So that was the point on the altar, right?
Quite bright. I'm sure my
On
face
the,
is all
on
blown
the
out.
floor. You see it, Andy, on the floor.
Got some highlights.
Yeah, we'll go back. Still fun.
It was that specific point on the altar.
Yeah.
that-
So basically, I'll just say the daylight does emit from that location, and Daylight is there. It does not seem to have any immediate effect. But there's daylight.
Oh. Well, I tried.
Can you turn it back up a little bit?
What?
Just the light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so bright.
It's so bright.
All right.
All right.
Daylight.
So, daylight.
Yay.
Now it is Revenant's turn. The Revenant is going to once again try to attack Duncan because that's all he can do because he
Wisdom
can't reach
saving
up to
throw.
other people.
Yeah. Make
Yeah.
a wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom saving throw is going to be
Is it 14?
20.
17. Wow.
No, 23.
Jiminy Christmas. Okay, yeah, that gets through.
He is allowed to attack Duncan.
So he attacks Duncan.
While taking some damage when he hits it.
So as I reach out with my weapon, I'm going to deal 15 points of slashing damage to you. You can reduce that to half as you are raging. So half of that would be 7.
And then roll a d6.
And then roll a d6 because I get attacked by your force energy. Couple bam.
Bam!
2.
Oh my gosh. I've officially taken 10 damage.
Are you bloodied?
What? That's 10?
10 total.
Oh. I
Is
was like,
is
oh,
it
2.
bloodied? Is it bloodied?
Is he bloodied? Yeah.
So the thing is that has that one been attacked with fire or radiant damage
Nope.
Radiant.
within the last turn?
Last turn? No.
Has it taken no damage?
I dealt radiant damage at the beginning.
So you see as the Revenant regenerates its entirety of hit points. It is now back to full hit points.
Oh, yay! You can't say anything.
You see as you look and you see that like force energy smash like the side of its face, and then the side of its face just goes
Grows back.
and forms the rest. It's a great little situation we're in.
Great. Can't. Interesting. Yeah, I can't do anything. Right.
I mean,
it's-
you're welcome to do
Can I-
something.
Can I
Try to do
but
that.
the other two are gonna move in on you.
I can't say anything.
Oh shoot! This is my fault. At the end of my turn, as I attack you, you can now do stuff. Immediately attacking you, you can do stuff.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that's my fault. So basically, he just whacks you, and then you're like,
I snap
boom,
out.
you hit the wall almost, and kind of bounce back, and they're just like, whoa.
Good news, your turn comes after his.
Woo! Well, but I'm not done yet. Luckily, the thing is that
After all, there's.
There's 2 more that can kill me.
Yay!
Us.
And
We're
reparalyze
in
you.
the room.
You're flying.
Well, we're flying.
Well,
They seem to be forgetting us.
Yeah.
yeah, they're both all right. This one's not.
They're just ganging
Yeah. So Duncan,
up on.
make a wisdom save.
oh come on.
Wait, a wisdom save.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, you and then also Frizz.
Oh my gosh, you cruel, cruel man.
Frizz, make a wisdom save.
Is that a harmful spell you're attempting to do on him?
It is not a spell.
Oh.
What does it stay
Say a spell like ability, or what does it
for
say?
the sanctuary?
It says any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell.
I would not imply this is a harmful spell, unfortunately.
14.
14 is a fail.
18.
18 is a pass.
Would you stop getting paralyzed?
And Duncan, you are paralyzed once more.
Gosh.
As he's about to speak, he cannot anymore. He's like, and he just stops moving. This will be after, because I'm mean. After one of them attacks you, then that happens, and then the other one will do this to Frizz. So that will be. I'm gonna attack Duncan, and then here we go.
What?
Well, because did I do the damage already then?
You did the damage, then both of them tried to paralyze.
Well, yeah. So then I'm good. Then I did
Yeah.
everything correctly. Great. Now it will be Duncan's turn. Duncan, you can have mental actions.
Can I rack my brain about these guys any more than I already have?
Do you want to learn the hit points?
Sure.
All right. So if you learn your hit points, you want to know their hit points, I need you to roll above 15 on a survival check. And also, I will give you a -5 on your next anything you do.
-5?
Yeah, to anything
Mental
you do.
fatigue.
Basically, I'm saying this is not a thing that your character has the capability to do, so I'm making a wager with you.
No.
What?
Okay.
I'm gonna save my strength, my
Yeah.
energy. That's not worth it.
So by the way, it would be the same. -5 would be the same if I said you have disadvantage on your next thing. It's
Yeah.
statistically the same.
It's just not. It's not you. That's not worth like some useless knowledge that these guys are unkillable in our current state.
All right. But is there anything you want to do though? I mean, amidst the situation, you could make a perception check. You could.
Can I see it?
Your eyes still move.
Can I see if there's anything in the room that like can help us? Like anything by the altar?
See if that
anything-
daylight's doing anything.
Is the daylight doing anything?
I mean, you see the chapel balcony is overhanging the situation. You see like a wooden throne rests at the west end between two doors up on that balcony. You see that the narrow archways lead to a spiral staircase going up and down. Hanging from the high ceiling is that chandelier, holding like, or that like thing that's holding like tiny silver dragons almost.
The disco ball.
The disco ball, but basically like these like light and their mouths open. You see like in that crystal like in that thing. Let me say though. Let me see, because I wonder if you can actually see in there. Because if you can see in there, what was that number? Balcony, chapel balcony, 24. 24 is, because this might be helpful for you. Gosh, what in the world? Oh.
I almost said it. Gosh dang it.
Yeah, so basically you see that there's like an upper space there that has like a chair, and you do see someone looking over it that's like looking down at you from the top, that has like a sword over their back, and then they like turn around and walk away. You catch that glimpse of that.
But we don't know that.
Okay.
Yeah, Duncan knows a lot you don't know.
Yeah, there's so much I need to share.
Okay, so as that's happening, now it is Frizz's turn.
Unfortunately, I can't cast Expeditious Retreat on him because it's a
Yes, Expeditious Retreat.
It's on myself, not him. So.
What are you doing, my man? What are you doing?
What am I doing?
Things are tense.
Yeah.
Fly around and try things.
Yeah, I guess I should fly around and look at things. So I guess I'll fly the remaining up to the balcony. So
Once you
like
figured out your acid wasn't working.
yeah. And once I saw that Duncan's as protected as he can be at this point, I'll fly up the remaining 20 feet.
Okay.
I'll fly up 25 feet and be 5 feet above the floor of the balcony.
Yeah, so basically I described the balcony to Duncan. You now see that. You see there's an individual walking backwards in towards that direction, in towards like this like doorway area. I gotta double map this.
Well, you have 2 flying party members now, so.
Yeah.
Oh.
A little bigger for you.
So basically, you move up into this space, and there's like the upper balcony. Like I said, you can see even on the map where the other thing was. You're up at the top now, and you can.
And he's retreating
and
to
he's,
the.
whoever this was.
He's through the doors.
Yeah, that
he's
direction.
through the doors now, or he's moving towards?
He is. We'll say for your benefit that the door is open. You can see him just on the other side of the doorway.
So. I'm gonna cast Flaming Sphere behind him. So like
Okay.
behind.
Trying to hit him?
It's like directly behind him.
What's your plan here?
Yeah, he's gonna take fire damage.
It certainly sounds you're like, you know what? We don't have enough enemies.
I want to slow him down and try to figure out who he is.
Ooh.
That's mysterious.
That's a Strahd mini, my man. Not a Strahd miniature, but like a miniature from the game.
Oh,
You have
so
you have bumped into a named character.
A name character.
And you decided to put a flaming spear
I did in front of him.
behind him.
Well, yeah. Well, he's facing. Is he? Which way is he? Is he facing us?
He's facing
No,
away
it's
from
facing
you.
away.
Okay, then it appears in front of him.
Okay,
Like,
so this is a. What do I need to do with that?
whenever that creature ends its turn within 5 feet, it has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, I need to make a dex save. Okay, let me just do
Okay.
that.
Still 17 to beat.
Dex saving throw will be. I will roll a. That will be a 13.
That fails. You take 8 fire damage.
8 fire damage.
If it pleases him.
I will take 8 fire damage. I do.
And then, as a bonus action, I'm going to move the sphere and ram it into him. He has to make another dexterity saving throw.
8 fire damage, and I need to make another dex save.
Yep.
That's another 13.
Okay. Again, sphere's damage. You take another 7 fire damage.
Okay, so I've taken a total of 15.
And it is fire damage.
And now it stops moving. Because
Okay.
I just pushed it into it.
Fire just like enters his space, and he like turns around. As you see, he's literally on fire. He looks dead in your eyes and goes,
Wait, hold on. I'm going to use my remaining
shakes his head no.
25 feet of flight to fly that way.
Okay.
I
You
was
see,
never-
as you
yeah.
as you like kind of like go, oh no, this guy's kind of scary.
Yeah.
You like kind of fly backwards, and you look back and you see, as he like draws back, grabs the hilt of something, pulls back. You see an emblem circle of a sun's rays on the blade. It almost glows with energy as he draws it.
The fire sword.
You found the sun sword, my man. We're gonna pick up there next time.
Oh man.
Ah, oh my gosh. Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe. You're my new best friend if you do that. Also, check me out on Patreon. All of our great craziness going on. We're building maps and doing all crazy things, and we got excitement for the future. So if you want to be a part of that, please do that. And see us next week for Crow's Curtain Call. Goodbye.